And we are live. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Film Stock channel for another Wednesday live stream. I love doing these things where you guys just come in, ask your questions, and we just chat for a while, have a good time. Today, I am not doing this alone. I'm joined by Jack over from Fanatic Films. How you doing, Jack?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me. I hope everyone can hear me well. I hope we're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Happy to be here. It's been a while.
Dude, it's been a while. I was looking back. We haven't collabed, I don't think, since September.
I know. It's been forever, and so much has happened. So much has changed. Oh, my God. It's been so long.
Exactly, yeah. But if you guys are in here, definitely drop your questions. We just love answering them. They're a lot of fun. Hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm, as I always say. And feel free to send in any super chats. Those, I'll put this thing across the bottom. Where is it? Right here. There we go. So, yeah. Feel free to send in any super chats. I see there's 17 people in here, so definitely hit the like button, drop your questions. And I see Max and a bunch of other people who usually ask questions were already in here, so I'll go ahead and get into those. So, Max Talks Movies, as always. How you doing, man? What's up, guys? Do you prefer Rocky 2 or 3? Jack, have you seen all the Rocky sequels?
So everyone calm down. I've not seen a single Rocky movie.
Wow. Okay.
Besides the two Creeds. So down here on my collection, I have everything I've never seen before. And one of those is the Rocky Heavyweight Collection. So I have all of them. I just have to watch them. It's coming, I promise. But no, I can't give an opinion because I have not seen any of them. So
that's fair. That's fair. I definitely recommend them. I know that you're still doing the 100 movies. Are they on the list for this year?
Well, like you said, I don't have a set list. It's just whatever I watch.
Yeah.
But they will, they'll probably end up on that list because I've never seen them. So, and I'm hoping to watch them this year. I mean, we'll see. Right now, I got all the time in the world. So,
yeah, might as well. For me, I'm going Rocky 2, just because you get the rematch of Creed versus Rocky. It's a great follow up. Rocky 3 is still good though. It's still good. Max asked, have you seen any non-Indiana Jones or Star Wars George Lucas movies? It's a really good question. I haven't. I know that he directed American Graffiti. I have not seen that movie. And then I think he did this movie called THX 1138. And the only reason I know that is because there's an Easter egg of it in one of the original Star Wars movies. I think that's Princess Leia's cell 1138. But other than that, no, I haven't seen any. Have you?
No, I think American Graffiti was one that we could have watched for one of my film classes. But I think I chose something else. I don't remember what the options were. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't done much besides Star Wars and Indiana Jones. So no, I have not either.
Yeah. Harry Rogers in here. He says, hey, Chris, hope you're good. Thank you. Have you seen Donnie Darko? I just watched it tonight. It's safe to say it was definitely one of the most confusing movies I've ever seen. I have seen Donnie Darko. I watched it twice for the first, 2019 it would have been, I guess, or 2019, January of 2019. I borrowed it from a friend and I watched it with my roommate freshman year. And we were we were kind of blown away by it because we didn't really know what we just watched. And then we watched, Chris Stuckman has a video on it and we watched a bunch of videos. And then we watched it, the director's cut the next night. And we were like, okay, that's a really good movie. But for some reason, I haven't watched it since. It really, it's heavy. I don't know if that makes sense. It's psychologically, draining almost to watch because it's so. It's how when you watch Interstellar, it messes with your mind. It's like that with time and stuff. So, if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Yeah. Number one superhero fan, always in here. Thank you for the support. Let's see. You asked a bunch of questions. Let's see. Valkyrie versus Aquaman. Who would win? I think Aquaman. But Valkyrie will for sure do damage. Who do you think wins that fight?
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
Yeah.
I think Valkyrie is a badass. I'm not going to get...
Me too.
That's
Me too.
Definitely a thing. But I don't think she's a god. I think she's part of the army that is I don't think she's immortal or a god. And I think Aquaman is something of a god, I think. And I mean, Aquaman, he can survive underwater.
Yeah.
So just take Valkyrie underwater. I'm sorry, I don't know if she stands a chance underwater.
No, so. Yeah. Give me Khal Drogo all day. Jason Momoa. I'm not betting against Jason Momoa, so I gotta go Aquaman.
100%.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Stranger Boy's in here. How you doing? Watch, burn, and keep. You got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Toy Story, the original, and Shrek. All right. I know which one I'm burning, but I'll let you go first. It's tough, kind of.
So I'm burning Shrek.
I'm burning Shrek too. Yeah.
Because like that's nostalgic for a lot of people, but like I didn't grow up watching Shrek.
I didn't either.
So like even though that was like in the time that I should be growing up watching Shrek, it's just I didn't grow up watching that. I would keep Toy Story.
Me too.
Because it's not my favorite Pixar movie. And then I'd watch Into the Spider-Verse because I think it's one of, if not the best Spider-Man movies out there.
I agree completely. Yeah, certain Vids is going to come out. I see he's in here. He has those amazing Spider-Man hot takes. I know that he's on that train right now.
I don't even think they're hot takes anymore. I think it's like it's cool to like those now, but I'm not gonna.
It's almost like a hot take to not like him, and I don't really love him, and so I feel like
I'm not going to get into the whole crowd that'll wave over you and try to cancel you if you don't like them. But I've seen Spider-Man Twitter, and it's not a place I want to be anytime soon. I can live without it.
Yeah. That's Certain's like home ground. He knows that. So
I know, and I'll give it. The reason I see most of those tweets is because he's liking them. So
Yep. Nick Talks Flicks, what's going on, man? I just want to say hi, Chris. Love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good too, Nick. We got to have you out on a live stream soon where we can get Nathan as well, because that one was so much fun. We got to collab again soon. It's been too long. I feel like everything's just gotten kind of busy lately, but it is what it is. Start of a new year. We'll do something soon, Nick. Who are you rooting for, Godzilla or Kong? I like this question because the trailer just came out.
It was a pretty cool trailer too. I didn't talk about it on anything, Twitter or anything. I just kind of watched it. But I guess I'll answer since I started talking. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're good.
This is tough. Okay, so I've got two. I have who I want to win, and I have who I think's going to win. This is how I do the Oscars. So I want Kong to win strictly because he's the underdog, the clear underdog. But I think Godzilla will win just because he's like a dragon and he can, shoot blue fire. But I mean, we did see the battle axe and it looked like he was about to Thor hit Thanos, but that was a very Kong heavy trailer. I didn't see Godzilla land a single punch in that trailer.
I think they're doing that on purpose to like get people to draw in because Godzilla probably would win realistically. Like I'm on boat with you. Like I think Godzilla will win. I want Kong to win. I actually haven't seen a single MonsterVerse movie, so I got to watch them before the new one.
I haven't either. I'm filming an elongated Blu-ray collection update. That's not going to come out until like at the end of March. But one of those is the 2014 Godzilla because it's the only one that I don't think is available to stream right now. So I'm preparing for that ranking. That I'm
got to prepare. Rankings they're so much fun. That's the main reason I'm going to watch them is like to rank them all, and then I want to review the new one, of course. Let's see. Stranger Boy says an iCarly revival started filming already.
I saw that.
I did not see that. That's very exciting news.
It was Jerry Trainer, Miranda Cosgrove, and Nathan Kress took a selfie. Cool. And it said behind them it said iCarly set. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I need that. Inject that into my veins.
That show was awesome.
Yeah. The real question is, where is it going to be on Nickelodeon, or is it going to be like Netflix?
I think it was HBO Max thing.
HBO Max, okay, cool.
Not positive. Who owns Nick? Maybe that's a Peacock thing.
Yeah, I honestly have no clue.
I know Nickelodeon is part of one of those libraries. I just don't remember which one.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure. I know that they have like Victorious on Netflix, but I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah.
Netflix is his own beast. Sammy Boy says favorite artist or types of music. For me personally, I listen to like basically every genre of music. I like rap. I don't even have a favorite artist though. I just listen to stuff. Like I've been on a Hamilton kick since July, or even before that. I just listen to it in the car constantly. I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot though. It's probably one of my favorite bands. I like classic rock. I have like tons of just long playlists, movie score playlists. But what about you? I think I might know who your favorite artist is. Is it Logic?
It's most definitely Logic. That's actually
Yeah.
My channel, the reason why my channel started to grow a few years ago was because of my Logic reviews and hashtag Rat Pack. If you're a Rat Pack member of the Rat Pack, thank you, because those videos always blew up whenever I react to that. But yeah, I'm kind of the same with you. Like, I like to listen to a lot of different kinds of music. Like, I love Hamilton. I love listening to movie scores. Like, literally, the La La Land soundtrack was my most listened to album last year on Spotify. But yeah, I'd say my two favorite artists are Logic and John Bellion. And they're drastically different artists in different genres, but I love them both. And yeah, that's kind of, those are my two favorite. I mean, I like, like Drake and
of course. Yeah.
artists like that, but yeah, big Logic fanboy, 100%.
Yeah. He sing that song. It's about Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah. It's called Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
I like that song a lot. I listen to it in my car. That's like one of the songs I've heard from him, but there's one that I can't pinpoint the name. Man of the Year, maybe? Is that him?
Man of the Year. Yeah.
That's like one that I used to listen to in like high school to get hype, but I haven't heard like the deep cuts.
Well, that's technically a deep cut, because that comes off of one of his mixtapes before he released his first album.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't say that's the biggest deep cut, because it's one of his more well-known mixtape songs, but still kind of a deep cut. Yeah. I'll give you credit for that. That's pretty good.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Mitchell says, have you, Jack, seen No Strings Attached with Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher? Before you answer, every time I have a new guest on here, Mitchell asks this question, and it makes me laugh every time. It's such a specific movie that I actually haven't even seen. But have you seen that movie?
I haven't either. No. I've not seen No Strings Attached. No.
Oh, man, that's funny. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Yes, I have.
You have? I have. Yes. I never finished it.
I love it.
This was okay. I've seen Baby Driver, and I love Baby Driver. Like, that's his best to me, but I haven't seen the Cornetto trilogy, and I haven't seen all of Scott Pilgrim. I only got like an hour in, and I was like not feeling it at the time, but I might give it another shot. That was a few years ago.
Well, you should, because Edgar Wright's next movie's coming out this year.
Yeah, you're right.
And knowing you, if you're going to do a ranking, you got to watch it.
Yep, I do. I probably will.
I've started doing my Edgar Wright watches. I mean, I've seen Baby Driver a few times. I just watched Hot Fuzz for the first time a few weeks ago. I've seen Scott Pilgrim already. I need to watch it. I have Shaun of the Dead down in that row of the ones I haven't seen. But yeah, I got to get ready for
I feel like I'll really like Hot Fuzz. Like, that one I think would be my favorite of the bunch.
Ridiculous.
It is?
In a good
It's like wild? Okay.
In a good way.
Yeah. I'm excited to check that out. Ryan from Nerdy Blurb says, y'all be beasts. Ryan, how are you doing, man?
Ryan is the beast. Like, when he came onto my series, he was like playing up how great I was, but I was like, bro, stop. You're awesome. Ryan's a beast.
Absolute monster when it comes to editing and everything.
He's the best. So, Ryan, I want you back on my professional conversation with series. So
do it.
Let's do this thing. And Chris, I want you too. So
sweet. Yeah. We'll have to make it happen. Eddie S is in here. Eddie, how are you doing? I always love to see your name in here, man. Great dude. Everyone, if Eddie ever makes the jump to YouTube, I'll be there. Just know
he's always commenting on my videos. I see those. So thank you, man. Support's awesome.
Let's see. Recently watched 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. What are your thoughts on that movie? Fantastic movie. And personally, like, I thought that it should have won that or Get Out. I think should have won Best Picture. I haven't seen Shape of Water. That's like something I have to watch, but I don't know. I can't justify it. Get Out was an instant classic to me, and 3 Billboards had 3 amazing performances that all got Oscar nominated.
Yeah. Brilliant movie. I mean, amazing. And like, I love Sam Rockwell. And that role like cemented for me how much I love Sam Rockwell. Like, he's fantastic. I mean, the entire cast obviously isn't. Frances McDermott is brilliant as well. I cannot wait to see Nomadland. I'm so excited to see Nomadland.
Oh yeah, that comes out in like February to the wide audience, right?
Yeah. And it comes to Hulu the same day, so I'm hype about that. Yeah. But yeah, brilliant movie, fantastic movie.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also really excited for The Little Things. I'm going to watch that this Friday. Yeah. That movie looks awesome. Like, I think that I don't care what the reviews say. I see that Metacritic scores like 50 something. I'm throwing that out the window. Like the movie, yeah, who cares?
I think what happens, if I can give my opinion on that whole thing, and I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think probably what happened was people were like, 3 Oscar-winning actors.
Mhm.
This is going to be absolutely incredible. People went in with super high expectations, and it wasn't everything they thought it was going to be.
They were probably expecting like people want it to be Prisoners, basically, is what I've heard. You're not going to replicate Prisoners. It's going to be its own movie, but I still think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, and I also dislike when people say like it's trying to be this type of movie. Like I've seen a lot of people say it's trying to be Seven, and I'm like,
Okay.
well, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But like, you can take tropes from other movies.
Yes.
Like, just like if it's like in the general type of like vein of like it's like a Seven. That's not a bad thing because it's not the story of Seven. It doesn't have the same actors. Like it takes inspiration. Like, I don't necessarily think. Now I could go into it and I could absolutely hate it. I don't think I will.
Yeah.
Because I've got lowered expectations now. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think I will enjoy it. I think we'll probably both enjoy that movie. I mean, if you have Denzel in anything, I'm probably going to like it just because Denzel is going to give a really great performance. He never misses.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jacob Martin is always in here. How you doing, Jacob? We love raving about Spielberg blockbusters like Jaws, Jurassic Park. But what are your favorite Spielberg dramas? Mine are The Color Purple, Lincoln, and Schindler's List. It's a great question. Does Saving Private Ryan count? Because I mean, that's like a drama movie, so I would have to cheat and say that. But Schindler's List is probably his best made movie, easily. I really do think that. As much as I probably will never watch it again, just because it was so depressing and like really heavy subject material, it is a perfectly made movie.
Yeah, one of the directors that I really wanted to get into this year was Spielberg because, like, admittedly, I've not seen hardly any of his filmography. I haven't seen Jaws. I haven't seen Jurassic Park. The 3 dramas that he said were his favorite, I haven't seen any of them. So I would have to cheat and say Saving Private Ryan as well because that's probably one of the only Spielberg movies I've seen. But I mean, to that point, I think it's a brilliant movie, like just across the board. Technically, emotionally, writing wise, acting wise, I think it's a brilliant movie.
Yeah, it's perfect. I think Saving Private Ryan is my favorite war movie of all time. I can confidently say that.
All right, pop off
over 1917, over Dunkirk, over any other war movie. Favorite war movie.
I thought you said favorite movie of all time. I'm like,
no,
okay,
no, yeah,
pop off. Like, you like cut out for the split sec, so I was like, oh, I mean, it's a great movie, but like, okay,
okay. Oh, that's funny.
I'd probably have to say for favorite war movie, probably 13 Hours. I don't know if everyone's seen 13 Hours. I count it as a war movie because it's like military based. I count any military based movie as a war movie. It's like a guilty pleasure, but not really though, because I think it's genuinely a good movie. I think it's one of Michael Bay's best, if not his best.
I like that movie. I actually saw it.
I could go on a rant about, well, not even a rant. I could just go on a tangent about 13 Hours. I'm not going to, but
yeah,
I think it's a really good movie. I think it's underrated for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people see Michael Bay's name and they're like, oh, this is not going to be good. Well, give it a shot, guys. It's a pretty good movie.
It's pretty emotional at the end. I won't spoil what happens, but like it got me in the feels there at the end. 100%. Like pretty heavy. Yeah. Tortoise Production says, "Hey Chris, hey, how you doing?" Let's see. Mitchell says, "Hi Jack, I subscribe to you."
My guy. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely if you're in here, go subscribe to Jack's channel.
But right now, guys. I mean, like I tweeted about it, I think yesterday. I started the year at 507 subscribers and I'm up currently to 547. So we're 3 away from 550. So that's awesome. So
yeah,
if you're in here and you subscribed like this year,
do it.
Thank you. I got a lot of big things
over there.
So we'll see.
Definitely.
Dropped my channel trailer today, which was a bunch of hidden announcements. Like I didn't do an announcement video because those are repetitive.
Mhm.
But like I did a channel trailer, which was a bunch of hidden announcements. So yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely go subscribe to Jack. All of his links are actually down below, so definitely go check that out.
Oh, you popped off.
Yeah. You're talking about how I put it all down there?
Yeah, you popped off
Yeah.
on the linkage, man. It's
I had to
sick.
do it. Jaron, what's going on? Yo, Jaron, how you doing?
Hi.
Yes. And certain, we got a double whammy.
Oh my god. The gang's all here.
Yeah. Spasmodic Reviews. What's up, Chris? Just hanging out. Glad to see that you're in here. We're going to have a little tension here when it comes to some football sports rivalries. Aiden says, Chris, I might have to get you a new jacket. I disagree. Go Dogs, baby.
Oh,
Next season, it's going down. That's all I have to say. Even though you got the best of us this year. I mean, Dan Mullen. We can talk about sports for a second.
Yeah,
it was
Trask,
Dan Mullen. Yeah, he's not going to replicate. They lost Pitts, Trask, Grimes. Nah, they won't be as good next year. Dan Mullen is the biggest crybaby. I mean, you go and you prepare for the Cotton Bowl and you get blown out by Oklahoma. He's like, our season ended 11 days ago. All right, whatever.
Watch out for ASU next year.
Yeah, I think that they could. They really could. The Pac-12 is like always up for grabs. I personally feel like as someone who's
I for anyone that doesn't know, I covered ASU football for the last 2 years. So that's why I'm like, and now I'm graduated, so there's no conflict of interest. So I can like say, go ASU. But yeah, being in the same room as Herm Edwards is electric, man.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
every Monday, quick story. Every Monday was Herm Edwards press day, and I went to every press conference. Not this past season because of COVID, but the season before. I went to every Monday press conference with Herm. Oh my god, I got some great clips of Herm. Yeah. Oh my, he is fantastic. Love that.
Oh yeah, he's the man. You play to win the game. That's him, right?
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. And he has had some very memorable quotes since he joined at ASU. Yeah. Leave it on the grass. Love that quote.
Man, yeah, it just gets you hyped. What's an all-time great movie quote? It's a great question, Eddie. There's so many. I feel like all-time great. That's a tough one. That's a toughie. I'm looking at my posters right now to try and get some inspiration. Honestly, there's I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse from The Godfather.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's one of the best. That's a great one. I'll Be Back from Terminator. Anything from Forrest Gump is great. May the Force be with you. There's a ton. That's yeah. Trevor says, "Have fun, boys." Yeah, Trevor.
Oh my god, my guy.
Yeah. So hope you're having fun with that, Trevor. Let's see.
Game's all here. It is lit.
Yes. Favorite sandwich place. Mine are Subway and Dave's Hot Chicken. I've never heard of Dave's Hot Chicken.
I have not either. That sounds magnificent, though.
It does sound really good. It does. For me, though, I have to say, Firehouse Subs. Do you have that? Firehouse?
Yes, but I don't think I've ever gone. I may have gone there once, and if I do, I don't remember.
Man, I love it. You get a toasted sub. And then Publix, I don't know if you have that. It's a grocery store, but you can get a sub from there, and it slaps.
But I've heard of like Publix subs. I've heard how
they are next level.
Yeah. For me, probably Jersey Mike's.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
Jersey Mike's slaps hard.
Hard.
And this one I know you guys don't have because it is from my hometown of Tucson. Only in Tucson. It's called EG's. Okay. The best grinders anywhere. And I've never heard of it. I will fight someone on it, like anywhere. The best grinders. But you got to come to Tucson to get one because they.
What exactly is a grinder?
It's like a cold cut, but it's got other stuff in it. I don't really know, but like I know that they are grinders. I don't know the difference. I'm not.
I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Their fries are so good. The ranch, oh my god, don't even get me started.
Speaking of sandwiches, I always see this on like Food Network. Anytime someone goes, I think it's Pittsburgh or is it It's Pittsburgh, I think. Is it Primanti Brothers? Like the sandwich that's always featured that has like the slaw and the fries on it. Like it just
Oh my
looks so
God,
good.
yes.
It looks so good. I want one.
I'm gonna go on another quick story. I'm sorry. You know, we
You're
could be
good,
here all
dude.
night. I got nothing better to do
No, yeah.
tomorrow.
I love hanging out. I got a Dr. Pepper with me.
I gotta get a Mountain Dew. I will in a minute. My parents. So my dad had a job in Seattle. He actually just got a new job. So congrats, Dad. But so we were up there over winter break. If you guys watched my videos, you saw I was in a completely different setup, white background with the sick Avengers pictures that my mom put up.
Oh yeah.
So I had to take my sister back down to college. She goes to NAU, Northern Arizona University, way up in Northern Arizona. So we flew back into Phoenix because I had my car parked there and drove to Flagstaff, just her and me. And then we stayed overnight in a hotel because like we had just flown, COVID, didn't want to infect anyone. Yeah. So my parents got us a hotel for one night. We sat in the hotel. We got, my dad is insane. He got us like a 4 a.m. flight. It was brutal. Yeah. So we got there around like 9 a.m. So we checked in. My sister had to run a few errands because she started school like 2 days later. Then we got food, went back to the hotel the rest of the day. I kid you not. I think we got back at like noon. From noon to like 10 p.m., we watched Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives the entire time. I'm sorry that was a huge buildup, but I had to give the context. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives from noon to 10 p.m. It was the most amazing time ever.
I will say that sounds amazing. You must have been so hungry watching that all day, like starving.
Yes and no. We did it right to where we got food and then we ate at the hotel right when we got back. So like I was full for a majority of it. But then when it creeped into the nighttime, I was like, oh, shoot. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives is some class. They have some classics. I've spent hours watching it myself. Man vs. Food as well. I used to watch that all day.
My mom and dad are literally downstairs right now watching Food Network. It's so funny.
It's so classic, you know? Yeah, that's just what parents do. Cam's in here. Hi, Cam. She sent a super chat. Says, Cam. Chris, you look cute. Thanks, Cam. It's the Georgia glow.
Cam, I love your content. It's freaking fire. I know I haven't met Cam personally, but Cam, your content is fire. Like I'm just putting that out there. You're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And Chris,
she is awesome.
Cute. Very cute.
Thank you. You too, my friend. I like the Blu-rays make you glow, man. I love a good Blu-ray background.
Bro, like the dream. I got my dream Blu-ray, dream Bluray shelf. It's amazing. I'm gonna do a room tour soon, so you guys
definitely
see my room in my parents' house because I'm unemployed, living with my parents. Yes,
that'll be me in December. I'll graduate in December, and that'll be me for a little. Let's see. Certain says, Chris, will you be attending Sundance? I will not be attending Sundance, but you know who will is Trevor from Film Geeks. Are you attending Sundance? I take that as a yes.
Yes, I am. I'm so
That's awesome.
Excited. Guys, go to my Twitter because I'm gonna have a thread of every. I'm gonna have a reaction after every one I watch. I'm seeing 12 films over the course of the next 5 days, including Judas and the Black Messiah early.
Lucky.
I'm so excited. I'm doing it with my mom. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, man. I'm gonna watch that when it comes on HBO Max. But I've been looking forward to it ever since I saw the trailer a long time ago now.
That first trailer chills.
Chills every time.
With the soundtrack and oh my god.
I could see Lakeith and Daniel Kaluuya getting Oscar nominations. And maybe Jesse Plemons.
I could see Kaluuya really making a run. Good. If they put him in supporting, which is what I hear they might do, he can make a run.
Yeah, he really could. Jacob Martin says, what's the better pizza place, Domino's or Papa John's? I'm team Papa John's. That is a very difficult question for me because I love the crust on Domino's pizza so much, but Papa John's is good and I'm growing on the thin crust from Papa John's, but like gun to my head, like I have to pick one. I think I'm going Domino's just for the crust. The crust wins. What about you?
Hut. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Yeah. Pizza Hut is not on here, but if it was, trust me, I would pick it. It's what is it called? Pan style. Whew.
I mean, I like both of them for like different. They're fine. I like pizza in general. So like,
pizza's so good. I'm gonna
like
have some
I
pizza
love
tomorrow.
like for the quality of pizza that I like frozen out of the box store bought pizza. I love.
Yeah.
Like I could demolish a whole pizza. Like I did that in college. I kept gaining so much weight in college, but like I love pizza.
Dude,
But I
pizza's
will
the best.
say, if you guys are ever sorry, I interrupted you again. I'm the worst. You guys are ever in Arizona? This is not just in Tucson; it's in Arizona in general. Go to this place called Barro's Pizza. In my opinion, the best pizza I've ever had.
Wow.
So, I mean, and they got combos, like lunch combos. You can get 2 slices and a drink for $4.
That's a deal. That is a deal.
Yeah.
That's like better than a fast food.
That deal. I abused that deal.
That's a deal right there.
That didn't have a lot of money.
I would take advantage of that a lot if they had that where I am. Maggie's in here. Hey, Maggie, how you doing? Have you ever seen Catch Me If You Can? It's one of my all-time favorites. Have you seen Catch Me If You Can, Jack?
I haven't, and I need to because it's going to be off Netflix in a week. So
yeah, you got to watch it. It's
really
good.
It's on my list to watch.
Spielberg too.
Spielberg okay, let's go. Come on. Spielberg, let's get it.
Do it. Yeah, it's really entertaining and just interesting. Honestly, it's Frank Abagnale Jr. Like Leonardo DiCaprio plays him. He's like a con man. It's a very interesting movie. I watched that in 12th grade in forensic science class. We watched it for like a week. That's all we did. Let's see. Are you excited for Space Jam 2? Of course.
Yeah. I mean, the few little glimpses that we see in those trailers, like when they put out the big one, I think like a week or so ago, and it had like the second and a half of footage where like we see LeBron and then we see like the scoreboard. I'm like, that was like the best part of the entire trailer. I know that's a hot take, but like that got me lit for Space Jam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's LeBron. I mean, he's awesome.
I personally am a huge LeBron fan. I know people love to hate LeBron. I have always been a huge LeBron fan, cheered for him every time. I mean, it was LeBron versus Golden State. You had to pick. And I was like, LeBron, every year I was cheering for him. So, and I still root for him to beat the Heat and everything. Like I want him to continue to cement his legacy. Because I think that it's, when you have the GOAT comparison, obviously I think Trevor makes this argument. He claims there's generational GOATs, which I think is a totally fair argument. Because the game has evolved so much, of course. Now if you watch, but he was saying if you go to that many finals in a row, it's pretty impressive to say the least. And a lot of people just are like, I don't know, just because he didn't win every single one. It was like half the time it was him. He was playing with a bunch of scrubs, kind of. So, yes. But then you can argue like with Jordan, like he won 6. He went like 6 for 6. Yeah.
But then he did have some pretty good teams behind him.
Sure.
But it's like, I don't know. I will say, though, I think he might have passed this one, which is fine. But I did see this in here, and I just want to say, from Max Talks Movies, is Tom Brady the best quarterback of all time? Yes. I will hear no further argument.
Oh, I don't know if did I pass that one? It might be later, but we'll get to it if it is later.
If this isn't in order, then I apologize. But I saw it, and I just wanted to point it out. Yes, he is. I will hear no further arguments.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to that one in a second because I see it in the chat further down. I mean,
I've dropped the mic on it. I've already said what I just.
We'll move on. We'll move on. Let's see. Let's do a speed round here. I like to call in the chats. Do you play video games? If so, which ones? I play the occasional video game. Jedi Fallen Order is one of my favorites. Spider-Man PS4, Uncharted, Madden. But NCAA football is the GOAT video game, and it needs to make a return. That's all I'm saying. What about you?
1,000,000%. I mean, I'm pretty in. If you guys have followed me over the last few years, I'm a big esports guy. So I report on esports. I do a lot with esports. So I'm not good at video games. I play a lot of Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty is my game. I've played it for years. And I tend to say I'm all right at it, but never to a level like some of those pros.
Yeah.
But I would say, if anyone's going to ask, what your favorite esports is, it's definitely Call of Duty. I cannot wait for the Call of Duty League to come back. And if anyone wants to know my favorite team, it's definitely Optic. Now that Optic's back, So you guys don't have to send in any of those.
Yeah.
Unless you want to send in a super chat. Send in a super
Yeah.
chat, and I will get more in depth on that.
There you go, folks. Dude,
Give us more money.
I cannot play Call of Duty unless I'm offline. If I am online, I lose my patience instantly because there's people that play it all day, and I'm just like, that's not my type of game. Now, Star Wars Battlefront, the first one on PS3 or PS4, that one was a ton of fun. Like because I played online. I think it was PS4, the newer one. Yeah, the original ones are next level games, like some of the best ever.
Are goated.
Battlefront 2 especially. Galactic Conquest.
Goated. Those games are goated. Like NCAA football. Goated.
Yeah, but I just don't have the patience for shooter games sometimes, but I respect the craft. I do. Eddie with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. Hit that like button and sub to both these guys. Yeah, definitely go subscribe to Jack's channel. He got awesome content over there. Great new series going on. Had a big time interview. I still have to check that out. I still haven't. I'm a terrible person. I know.
So good. And I'm not just
that's what Trevor was telling me.
I'm not just saying that. Like I told my parents, I said, this is the biggest solo interview I've ever had. And it's for my YouTube. It's not even for like professional.
Yeah.
And I've gotten interviews with pretty cool people. But that's like the biggest solo interview I've ever had. And it was awesome. Brandon is so cool. Like I know everyone and their mom has seen the clip I posted on Twitter of his Nova pitch. I mean, that's just scraping the surface at what the conversation was. It was absolutely fantastic. So
yeah, I'm gonna check that out soon, very soon.
The one video I will plug in this entire live stream. Like, it's just a fun video to watch. Not even because it's mine. Like, I would recommend it if it was anyone else's.
Yeah. And then Eddie also goes on to say, "What is the best reintroduction to a character? For example, Red Skull coming back in Endgame." I like that question. I got to think on it for a quick second. Nope, my answer just came up. Chewie, we're home. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah, like because I'm like, what is that? Like, what does that entail? Like, because that's tough. Like, what does that entail?
It's very tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Like, do they have to be gone for a long time, or like what it like? Because like I could say like Thor arriving in Wakanda, but he's already been in the movie, so I guess it doesn't really count.
So I think it'd be like at least a movie or two gap between characters is what I'd say. So for example, maybe like the Chewie one, I feel like that's good. But maybe even surprises. Like I'm trying to think.
I would okay. So one that's coming to mind for me is probably like Cap showing up in Infinity War.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If that counts. Like that's an epic. Like when he just shows up through the shadows. Like that's the dopest thing.
Very, very good. Yeah, that's a chilling moment for sure.
I know. Oh, those two movies, Infinity War and Endgame, are just. I love them.
Yeah. Let's see. Certain says, would you rather delete your most viewed videos or never have another video get a lot of views? I would rather. I don't know. That's the weirdest question I think I've had in a while.
I think it's actually kind of pretty easy, honestly.
I would rather just delete my older videos and then let the past die.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather delete my most viewed because they're like all Blu-ray collections, which is cool. But you can always film another one. And know it'll pop off. I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
I know every year going in that when I film my Blu-ray collection, I'm like, all right, here we go. That's what everyone wants to see.
Yeah. I love watching those things. I was watching yours the other day. I haven't finished it.
I watch everyone's, even people I don't subscribe to, and then I'll subscribe to them, and then I'll subscribe to them from it. Like those are my favorite because I like to see what people have that I don't have, and I'm like, oh, I want that. Oh, I should look for that. It's
exactly. Awesome. Exactly. It's so much fun. And I did that before I even had YouTube. I would just I would YouTube search Blu-ray collection. FlickPix is one of the best. The first one from like 2015. And Stuckman's, I still rewatch it sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, why Stuckman? I know you're not watching, or maybe you are. And if you are, hey, I would love to have you on Professional Conversation with. Make a new one. Like your last one from like 2016. Like we need a new one. Come on, man. Let's go.
We need it. We do. Camilla, excuse me if I pronounced your name wrong. Which do you like more, The Breakfast Club or Stand By Me? Right now, at this very moment, I'm saying Stand By Me, and I have seen that movie less times than The Breakfast Club, but Stand By Me, I feel like is more rewatchable personally. What about you?
I'm going to let you elaborate on that because I have not seen either of them, so I'll let you elaborate. Okay. I'm going to get them out and do it.
That's fair. I'll go Stand By Me. I watched it and it had this like coming of age vibe that works more for me. You get River Phoenix, Corey Feldman in there. It's just like these group of kids hang out. Reminded me of hanging out with my kids when I was 11 or 12, or my friends, excuse me, when I was 11 or 12. It has a really beautiful message about friendship. There you go. Mountain Dew, do the do. And The Breakfast Club is a classic, but honestly, it gets too dramatic, like melodramatic in the final act. So it's not really always been my favorite, but it's still good. Aiden says KFC or Popeyes.
Tough.
I'll say.
I mean, it depends for me at least on what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, I think that I like KFC quite a bit. I know that's like a hot take, but I like it. And I'm getting KFC. But the Popeyes chicken sandwich is pretty good. Not amazing, but good.
That's what I was gonna say. I think the Popeyes chicken sandwich is elite. But then, like, other chicken, I think, like, KFC is, like, really good.
Yes.
I don't really go to either very often at all.
Yep.
So that one's tough. I'm not sure. Probably. I mean, it depends. Probably for me, it just depends on situation.
Depends on the mood. Yeah.
Whatever.
Situational. Basic Entertainment, what's good? Doing good. Glad to see you in here. Stranger Boy with another watch, burn, keep. You've got Step Brothers, This Is the End, and Dodgeball. So I think keep is one that you can keep forever, right? And then watch is you watch it once maybe, and burn is like it's gone.
Yeah, can we elaborate on that? Because like, what does keep entail? What does watch entail?
I think watch means like it's kind of like F, marry, kill. Like keep is like marry, you know what I mean? Okay. Burn is like kill, and then So we'll go with those rules. So I'll say, have you seen all these movies? That's the first question.
I've only seen one of them, so no.
Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the other two. They're on the shelf, ready to watch.
Well, I'll go first then. So if I had to burn one, I'm burning Dodgeball, and that's like hard because Dodgeball is a classic comedy that I really do enjoy, and I own all these movies. I'm watching This Is the End to laugh so hard. Like it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Like I had to pause. Like I was laughing that hard. But Step Brothers, come on. It's like one of the best feel-good movies to me. I have to keep that one because I can rewatch it forever. So there's my answer.
Based on what I know about them, I will say burn This Is the End. And I haven't seen them, so don't kill me. Burn This Is the End. Watch Dodgeball, keep Step Brothers. Just based on what I know about them.
Yeah. Fair. Totally fair. I saw one in here. Where was I? Do you have every Christopher Nolan movie on Blu-ray?
Hell yeah.
You do? I don't, unfortunately.
I had to when I was getting ready for my Nolan ranking, which has now been blocked worldwide. So thanks, YouTube, and it's been blocked for a few months. But I think everyone kind of got the gist that saw it. But to do that, I was like, okay, well, I need to watch them all. So I started picking them up one by one on Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. The only one I didn't have was Following. I got it on DVD. But then I sold that, and I got finally got the Following Criterion.
Oh yeah, so I have that. Yeah,
a bit about that. But yeah, I do own them all. A lot of them on Steelbook. I realized when I was going through my collection. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, Nolan is by far my favorite director. So
one of my favorites for sure. He has 11 movies, and I own 10 of them. I own everyone except Insomnia. By the way, this is a plug. I have an Amazon wishlist for anyone who's wondering, and it's linked down below. Insomnia is on that Amazon wishlist. So if you want to complete my Nolan collection, feel free to check that out.
When I was looking at the links that you popped off on, I actually did go in there and look at what you had added because I'd seen it like a month or so ago.
Yeah.
I should do that too. I want to buy me stuff. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, man. But Insomnia, it's a good movie. I just got to own it. And then I'll feel like better about myself. I can go to sleep at night better.
Nolan movies.
Yeah. Favorite plot twist in a movie, non-spoilers. I guess we can just say the movie. I will say, I watched one recently that really kind of threw me for a loop. What was it?
I'm trying to remember.
There's like classic ones like Fight Club, but I was like spoiled for Fight Club. I'm not going to say what it is, but you've seen Fight Club, right?
I actually wasn't spoiled for Fight Club. So that was kind of.
Did you predict it though? Some people are able to.
No, okay. I had no idea. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, okay. You know, one that I'll say that might be kind of a hot take, but I'm going to
Okay.
say it anyway because when I first saw it in theaters and it happened, I was like, my mind blew.
Okay.
Was Tenet.
Okay.
And we find out that the person that had been pulling the strings all along. Oh wait, spoilers! I can't.
I mean, the moment in Tenet that, well, first of all, when I rewatched Tenet and then we did our spoiler discussion, like it was a lot more. I got more clarity from it. But there's a conversation in the third act towards the end of Tenet. That was when I kind of had my mind blown with Robert Pattinson and John David Washington and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
In that movie. Okay. But
the string.
That's the twist that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
We find out. I was like, whoa! But the best plot twist, probably 7, because I didn't know. I didn't know.
Spoiled for it. I spoiled for it. Yeah.
I've only been spoiled for I've been spoiled for a few things, but some of them, and this was before I was really into movies. Some of them I deliberately looked up because I just wanted to know.
Me too.
Watch
Mojo.
The Force Awakens, when a certain character bites the dust, I knew that going into the movie because I looked it up. Wow. But then there was one that I was spoiled that I didn't want to be spoiled. And it happened, and I was pissed. But, just how it goes.
One just came to mind, favorite plot twist. It's Psycho. I think Psycho is one of the classic ones for sure. I won't say what it is, but I didn't know about it somehow, and it really did blow my mind.
Don't tell me.
I won't.
Don't tell me.
Yeah. McDonald's or Burger King? Wow. I honestly, I like them both, but I go to Burger King on the road more. So I'm saying Burger King. Hot take.
I've been on a hella Burger King kick lately.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
pretty
what
solid.
It is,
10 nuggets for like $1.49, right? Or is it even cheaper?
It was Burger King and Barrows when I was in college. Like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly. Yeah.
And then I got a kidney stone.
Oh man. Yeah, that just sounds awful. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah. Aiden says pick one of these to protect you and one to try to kill you for the rest of your life. Jason Voorhees, Vader, Thanos, Superman, Hulk, Wolverine.
It's easy for the one I want to try to kill me. Easy.
Jason Voorhees, I want to try to kill me.
100%.
Yeah. And if I want someone to defend me, it's Superman. Like, come on now.
Or Superman. Thanos. Or Thanos.
Thanos with gauntlet, though, yes. Like with the stones.
I would assume, hoping that he's got the stones. If he doesn't have the stone, but even without the stones. I mean, Jason, now I haven't seen any of the movies, so I have no idea. I'm just going completely off script here based on not knowing. But is Jason, he's just a guy, right? That's like possessed by like a spirit or something like that.
I watched the first one and like it's like he's
the first one's like it's his mom.
And,
that's like
yeah. And then I don't know exactly how he comes back or what in the new ones, but I don't really care because he's still like killable, if that makes any sense.
That's what I mean. So it's like even Thanos, granted, he had 2 stones when he took down like Loki and like Hulk in them.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd go Superman or Thanos. Darth Vader, though, could use the Force, so you never know.
I mean, it's tough for the one you want to save, but like to kill you is easy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Max Talks Movies, is Tom Brady the best quarterback of all time? We touched on this earlier.
Yes.
I'll ask this. Are you cheering for him to win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
As a Pats fan?
To cement his legacy as the GOAT. Because for too long, I'm sorry, real quick.
Do it. Just do it.
For too long, the argument has been that Tom Brady is a system quarterback for too long. If he goes in his first season to Tampa Bay, who was 7-9 last year, and wins I think he's already cemented it by getting them to the Super Bowl. But if he wins the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, he has, without any doubt in my mind, cemented himself as the greatest quarterback of all time.
Stephen A. Smith, mic drop.
I will leave it at that.
Yeah. He is. And like the reason I say it like that is just because growing up, my friend, the hardcore Pats fan. So I was always hearing it, I don't even have a team, but it was like Tom Brady. And I'm just like, he is the GOAT, I guess. It just got irritating.
You have to at least give him credit. That's the thing that always pisses me off. Like a lot of my friends who were sports journalism majors at ASU, you guys know who you are, always gave me crap. But it's like, even if you don't like him, you've got to respect him for what he's done.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to like him, but you have to at least, give him the respect that's due. And I know it sounds biased, but like he just as a sports fan in general.
Yeah. Like it's the same as LeBron, in my opinion. Yeah. Like people, you got to respect it even if you hate him.
Yeah. Like I give respect. Like as a Red Sox fan, I hate the Yankees. It's like the biggest rivalry in sports, the Red Sox and the Yankees. But I will still give credit where credit is due to like a Derek Jeter. Like he is a legend. He's going to be he's like first ballot Hall of Famer. Like I will give respect to those Yankees, like the great Yankees. Like I will, even though I hate the Yankees. But like I will give respect is due. So it's like, come on, guys, come on.
Yeah. He's the best. He's the best. Now it will be interesting if Mahomes wins this. If Mahomes is setting himself up years down the road to surpass Tom Brady, only time will tell.
You got to win a lot of Super Bowls.
A lot of Super Bowls.
I'm sorry, everyone thinks that like the rings is not the only thing, which is true, but rings is a huge part.
It is massive part.
So Mahomes could, but he would have to win a lot. And
he has to win. I honestly think he has to win this year. He really does. I think to set himself on pace.
He would because Brady has gotten the best of him multiple times in the playoffs when it's mattered.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. That's as far as I'll go with that.
Yep. There's our sports talk for the day. Michael Morrison says, I gave you a shout out on my Letterboxd account. It would mean the world to me if you followed me. My account is that one movie fanatic. I'll look it up after this. I haven't watched like any movies this month because I've been rewatching Clone Wars. And I kind of just took the month off, honestly. But sorry, I just got a notification about Texans are hiring Ravens assistant to be team's next head coach, David Culley. Cool. But yeah, I'll go on Letterboxd after this. Jacob says,
"Baby Yoda fan 44, is that you?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Did they give you a shout out? Yeah.
I don't know.
No clue. Yeah, no clue. Jacob says you were given. Yeah, let us know. You were given the chance to greenlight either Raimi's Spider-Man 4 or National Treasure 3. One is made, the other stays unmade. Which would you choose? National Treasure 3, no questions asked. No questions asked. Yep. Come on. That's a movie that I've been like commenting on your stuff, and I feel like for a long time, whenever you talk about National Treasure, I'm like, where's the third movie? Where's the third movie? Yeah, where's the third movie? We need it.
I'm sorry. I know y'all are Raimi shills and love the Raimi movies so much. I mean, they're good. I mean, like, I'll give them credit, but like, y'all need to chill.
Yeah.
I can live without another Raimi Spider-Man movie, especially with Tobey Maguire, who's like so old now. I can live without it. National Treasure 3 needs to happen.
It's like, why have we waited this long? Like, Nick Cage could go crazier than ever now. I mean, we need it. What is your opinion on Pirates of the... Go ahead.
Didn't it get greenlit? Like, isn't it happening? Right?
I heard it is. I think it is happening for real, yeah. They'll probably drop it on Disney Plus at this point. I don't care. I want it anyway.
Either way, do it. Just don't drop that premium access crap.
Yeah.
Do you do a store?
Yeah, exactly. What is your opinion on Pirates 6? Maybe without Johnny Depp. It's sad, but like, honestly, they need to just explore new areas because I think that Pirates 4 and 5 started to try and make Captain Jack the main hero, and that's not what Pirates is. It was always like Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner and the whole entire crew, and then Jack Sparrow was in the mix, but making him like the focus, having too much screen time, having his like drunken escapades escalated, it kind of got annoying to me as much as I love Jack Sparrow. Like the fifth Pirates is almost unwatchable to me. So maybe he just has a cameo and I'll be fine.
I don't necessarily agree with the fifth one being unwatchable. I had some pleasant moments with it, but
Okay.
I mean, go for it. I mean, you know, I love I'm starting to rewatch the Pirates movies. If you guys follow me on Letterboxd, I already watched the first two. And then I had to stop because my parents were like, wait, we want to watch this with you. So
Yeah.
now I got to
Yeah.
start them over again. But I mean, do it. I don't have problems with like spin-off movies. Like I enjoyed Solo for what it was. I enjoyed Rogue One for what it was. Like I like that type of stuff. And like if the rumors about like Karen Gillan playing like Red from The Ride are true, hell yeah. I love Karen Gillan. I think she's awesome. Like more pirates. Do it.
Yeah. Throw Margot Robbie in there too.
I will not comment on the entire Depp situation. I won't do it because it's not my place to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think that I'll talk about it real quick. I think it's a little unfair. I do, and I've said that before on the channel. Like, yes. I don't know how Amber Heard is allowed to continue playing Mira in Aquaman, Warner Brothers films, but Depp, it's all messed up to me. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat.
This is the thing. Journalism rant. This is the thing that I get really mad about with not hearing both sides in the entire story or jumping to conclusions too quickly, which happens a lot nowadays. Yeah. I mean, you gotta hear both sides. And that's what we're taught in journalism school is like, you have to be two-sided. You have to be unbiased. You have to be subjective. You cannot, for the love of God, show bias, show one side. You have to show both sides. Yep. Nowadays, the media is faltering at that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I believe wholeheartedly in my heart from everything that I learned in journalism school and everything that it is very important, no matter who's right. And you know, in these situations, most of the time, you know, I believe, you know, victims like 100%. But I think it is important to hear both sides.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Look, if the guy's a dirtbag, the guy's a dirtbag. Screw him.
Yeah.
But this situation where things came out that were not very pleasant towards Amber Heard, we got to hear both sides, guys. It's vitally important. Vitally important.
I agree wholeheartedly. I really do.
That's as serious as I'm going to get tonight.
Yeah, I agree. 4K Media Guy says, what physical media are you hyped that's releasing this year? So I have one that comes to mind immediately. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's still cool that they're doing it. And that's the Indiana Jones 4K set, because I have that Blu-ray set. But still, like, I love me some Indiana Jones. You've seen those, right? If you haven't, you got to watch them first.
Yes.
Okay, good. You have the DVD set, right?
I have the DVD. Yeah, I have the DVDs. It's not like a set, but I do have all the DVDs. I've been waiting to get the 4K. I mean, not the 4K, the Blu-ray. Okay. I may just wait for the 4K. But it's tough because usually what I'm most excited for is a movie that I saw that year that's like going to come out on Blu-ray or 4K.
Yeah.
So it's really tough to gauge right now because we don't really know what's happening. Mm-hmm. I mean, right off the top of my head, I'll say like maybe Soul because I love that movie so much. I don't know what else. Maybe like Nomadland if I really like it or something like to that vein. Are
you a Wonder Woman 84 fan? I don't want to go too in depth because it's so divisive.
I enjoyed. I was on the side. I enjoyed Wonder Woman 84. Will I go and buy it right away? No, it's not a movie I'm going to buy right away.
Yeah.
But like Soul is like a day of buy for me. I would say.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe not, depending.
I probably won't get it just because it's on Disney Plus for me, and I love physical media. But anymore nowadays, I'm kind of like, until I get like start making enough money to like buy more, I think I'll hold back on stuff that's on Disney Plus, as like blasphemous as that is to collectors and myself. I'm fine with waiting on Disney movies.
I completely agree, especially now since like I don't have any income. I got like I get a very small amount of money, so I have to like be very picky with what I get. But like the only reason like for Soul is because like Disney, oh my god, Disney, what are you doing? They're not printing slipcovers anymore, which is the like what are you doing?
Yeah.
So like the only reason would be like to get the Steelbook to have any sort of semblance of normalcy at all.
Mhm.
Because you're not gonna have a slipcover even for the 4K.
No,
What are
yeah.
you doing?
I own Onward on Blu-ray. It's the only Pixar movie I have that's not a steelbook or slipcover. It looks ugly on the shelf. Yep, you've got it too, I see. I'm gonna have to hunt down the steelbook on eBay or something to have like that clarity and like the consistency on the shelf.
It sucks more for you because you like have all the like I don't have all the Pixar movies, so like it's okay.
I have most of them. I don't have all of them, but I have most of them.
But for a sense of completion,
yes,
that sucks. It's terrible.
It does. It does, man. I know. You know, one that bothers me that I think about like weirdly is you have like always talked about it too. You have Toy Story 1 through 3 on Steelbook, and then Toy Story 4. Release that in the same form, Steelbook. That bothers me.
And release the rest of the MCU movies in the 10th anniversary that are in the 10th anniversary. Because
yeah, I just don't get it.
It's until Endgame that we are getting, because like if you look at some of the art on like Voodoo or whatever, it's already updated to like the 10th anniversary.
Yep.
Like cover. Well, where's the guy? You want to make Disney? Do you want to make more money? Tell me, do you? I know you do.
Yeah,
I will go buy it. Go do it.
Based on their parks, the price at Disney parks, they want money. So
guys, with COVID, people are buying physical media.
Yeah,
because they can't do anything else. Slipcovers. Like I'm sorry, the people that are buying, most of the people these days that are buying physical media at all, because everyone's talking about how physical media is plummeting, which is true and it's sad. The people that are buying physical media are the collectors that want slipcovers.
Exactly.
If you stop doing slipcovers, you're going to lose a lot of that base, and you're going to. Oh my god.
It's frustrating, man. It really is. Here's another Blu-ray question from Mitchell, though. Do you have Vice on Blu-ray, Jack? Fun fact about Vice, I saw it in theaters and I didn't like it at all. I didn't. You like Vice though?
Oh yeah, I really like Vice.
Yeah. I hope that this new McKay movie is a step up from Vice, in my opinion. I think it will. That cast, like, you're not gonna have a bad movie with that cast.
It's literally right here. There it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was on a podcast with one of my friends from ASU and we talked about that, and that movie is amazing. Looks amazing.
It's gonna be wild. Let's see. Looking for a good question here. Have you seen the movie Wanted with James McAvoy and Morgan Freeman? I haven't.
No, I have not. Yeah. But those two sound great, so bring it on.
Yeah. Do you think Star-Lord could end up being a main player in the MCU?
Yeah.
I do too. I think
Cosmic, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Have you seen The Last Dance?
Hell yeah.
I haven't finished it. Still, I'm terrible. I know I am. You have the cool Blu-ray set. I watched your unboxing video. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep pulling stuff on my shelves, guys, because it's very
do it
accessible.
That's an awesome set. I saw it was on sale recently.
Oh it's so good, and like I got it really early when it came out because I thought it was limited edition. It's gonna be gone real quick, and then it's not. Like I go to Target and there's like 15 of them.
That's how it was with the Stranger Things sets. Like I wanted to get it immediately, and there was like 30 of them stockpiled.
Yeah, it's sick.
I got to finish it. I've seen the first 3, I think, and then the Kobe one, but I haven't finished it, and that's something I need to do. So, have you seen The Babysitter from 2017? Is that Jonah Hill movie? I haven't seen that one.
I don't think I have either.
Have you seen The Notebook?
No.
I watched it for the first time last year on 100 Movies, and I thought it was fine at best. It was like 3 out of 5 for me, so decent. What are your thoughts on Silence of the Lambs? I think it's one of the definitive thriller horror movies easily. And I think that Anthony Hopkins is magnificent in it. It actually won the Big 5 Oscars. Have you seen it?
No.
That's fine.
You guys are asking all the movies I haven't seen.
Yeah. It's like you've been watching like hundreds of movies, right? And then, of course, the one live stream, all the movies you haven't seen get asked. Yeah. Oh man, that always happens. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Let's see. Looking. If you could go to a movie theater right now with just you inside and watch any movie, what movie would you watch? I have one that comes to mind. I'll go with my favorite movie, Star Wars: A New Hope. I've seen Empire on the big screen, but seeing that one, the first one on the big screen, would just that's on my bucket list. I have to.
I'm gonna be a little sneaky here.
Okay,
He doesn't specify what type of movie.
correct.
So it could be a movie that's supposed to come out later this year.
True.
So I would say I'm gonna go see the new Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
I know he means past movie. I would probably have to say Inception. No, La La Land. Sorry, La La Land. What am I talking about?
Oh yeah,
both
La
of them, double feature. Yeah. Those are like of my like top 10, the 2 movies that I haven't seen in theaters. Like I would love to go see Endgame again, but I'm the only one inside the theater. I would love to see it with a packed crowd.
Exactly.
So Inception or La La Land, probably La La Land. I freaking love La La Land.
I saw that one in theaters in 2016, and I didn't watch the trailer or anything before, and it was like it blew me away. And then I saw Inception last year for the first time in theaters, and that was one of my favorite theatrical experiences ever.
Yeah, I was going to do that as well, and then I ended up going to see Tenet again.
Fair enough. Tenet, I mean, you can't argue with that. I got the Steelbook actually. Tenet's great.
Yeah,
I was listening to the score earlier. Heat. Yeah. Vincent Smith says Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. Well, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now, so yeah.
Drinking Mountain Dew, but I mean Mountain Dew, like it is like I've got cases of Mountain Dew over here.
Yeah. Do you like the different flavors or just the original?
I love Baja Blast. I am starting to like the new Mountain Dew Zero sugar. And I love the original is amazing. It's goated. I love the original.
Yeah, I haven't had Mountain Dew in years, but I remember it was very tasty at the time.
If you have it again, it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna be like, oh god.
Yep. Maggie says, "Who's your favorite Batman?" Probably going to be Robert Pattinson if you ask me this in a year or two, but at the moment, it's Christian Bale. But Ben Affleck's growing on me. I watched the Ultimate Edition of BVS for the first time this month, and something about it, I was like, this guy is a great Batman.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bale right now, but I would have to attribute some of that to Nolan because
exactly
those movies are just like better. Bale gives a good performance, but I don't think it's like out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
But Affleck's pretty good. Like when I've seen, like when I watched this movie, Affleck's pretty good. I'm very excited to see like what they cut in like the Snyder cut. And see more of Affleck, and like he looks pretty good. But I mean, Robert Pattinson's going to be the best. He's going to be the best.
No question. Everyone has monumental expectations for that movie. I'm worried that it's going to let down, but
it's bad. I hope it's not bad. I really hope it's not bad. But I trust Matt Reeves so much.
Undoubtedly, that is one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh yeah, and just like the thing that really blew, like the trailer blew me away, but the thing that really blew me away from that whole thing is listening to Matt Reeves talk about Batman as a character. I was like, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
So I trust him, and I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes too. So.
Oh yeah, of course, and like he's taking the detective Batman look on it. Reminds me a lot of the Arkham games, which I love, and I've heard that he listened to the Taxi Driver score when he was writing this movie.
It like can't be bad.
No, it can't.
It can't. Then, like, no way. Gonna clip this in a year and put it on that freezing cold takes Twitter when it flops.
Yep.
Let's
pray not. Yeah, I pray it's successful. I really do. What non-Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, or DC franchise do you own all of on Blu-ray or 4K? Harry Potter. And Indiana Jones.
Let me just look back here real quick on my massive shelf. Back to the Future, Bourne, Harry Potter, all the Mission Impossible.
Back to the Future. Mission Impossible, yep.
Rambo, Rocky, The Godfather.
Yeah.
And I mean, my new crown jewel of my collection, which isn't really a franchise, but it's 3 movies, is the Before trilogy. Which I finally got. If you guys are watching my videos, I finally got the Before trilogy on Criterion.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. I got to watch them at some point.
Oh my god, they're brilliant.
Yeah, I see your Criterion collection growing. I like to see that. It's very cool.
Yeah, I'm making a lot of bad decisions. My bank account doesn't like me.
Yeah, Criterion is pricey, pricey. Even during the sale, it's still like $20 a pop.
Bro, I have to really, really, because like I see people go and get like 20 during the sale, and I'm like, that's how many does? Yeah, I can't do that. You get like
No
maybe
way.
2 or 3 at the most.
Exactly.
So,
Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Favorite Bond movie. So I'm doing a Bond watch through and slash rewatch leading up to No Time to Die. I was going to start that this week, but I'm not going to anymore because it got delayed to October.
yeah, plenty
So
of
I'm
time.
saving that for the summer, maybe even later, because I don't want to watch them and then the movie gets delayed another year, and I'm just like, well, I got to watch them all again. You know what I mean?
And if you watch them now and wait and like it doesn't get delayed, they'll be stale by October.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
exactly.
Bro,
Exactly.
I gotta give you credit for that. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing Craig.
Okay. Yeah, fair. I mean, it's going to be hard to get through some of the Roger Moore ones, dude. They're cheesy as hell.
Yeah.
But my favorite one at the moment is Skyfall. Skyfall it's really good, and Javier Bardem is the villain. Rocks in that one. Let's see. Favorite lead performance by an actor.
God.
It's really hard. Really hard.
Shoot.
I have to say, I'm just gonna do the thing I do where I list off like 30 at a time, and I just start going on a loop.
I'll let you go. I'll let you see if we got the same ones, and then I'll add some.
I will say that whatever I'm going to end up saying a bunch, and then after the stream ends, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, or I'm just going to be like, oh, I missed that one.
In a hot sweat.
In a hot sweat. Yeah. I'm looking at my Blu-ray shelf. I know that Bradley Cooper was robbed of winning for A Star is Born, in my opinion. So he's one of them. He's great. Denzel in Training Day, amazing. Brad Pitt in Moneyball, spectacular, really great. Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network is awesome. Like there's a ton of older ones too. Most Leo ones are really awesome. So Joaquin as well. I like Joaquin and Joker. Hot take, I guess. I don't even know.
Joaquin Joker's great.
Yeah.
I got a few. I got Leo in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah.
Adam Driver in Marriage Story. Shoot. I had another really good one. Crap. I mean, Bale in Vice is really good. Bale in pretty much everything is really good.
Yeah.
This is cheating, but I'm going to say for an entire franchise, I think Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in the entire MCU is undefeated. Watch Iron Man again last night. Again.
Oh, so good. Top 3 MCU for me.
Yeah. That man's undefeated. Ethan Hawke in the Before trilogy, the entirety, is amazing. I mean, even Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt is really good as well.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at my shelf and they keep popping up.
I'm cheating now with franchises, but like, ooh, no, that's supporting. I can't. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Hugh Grant, The Gentleman. That's
yeah, he's really good in that movie. So is Colin Farrell.
They all are. I rewatched that a few nights ago with my mom and dad.
That
movie.
It's a solid movie.
That movie is really good, actually. Like,
oh yeah, it's like, what does he say? The plot thickens. I love that line. I think he says that at some point.
Is brilliant.
Yeah. But yeah, we could sit here and make a whole video about it. Like, there's a lot of fantastic performances out there, no doubt. I see we have a super chat from Jarrett Barkley. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever seen your name in here, so thank you for the support. It really does mean a lot. Are you both fans of the Lethal Weapon series?
I've seen the first 10 minutes of the first one. That is it.
Did you just turn it off because you didn't like it?
No, I was at someone's house. I will not name them anymore because rip. But I was at a certain person's house and it started playing, and then I left.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen any of it, but I know I'm going to watch them at some point. And people claim that it's like a Christmas movie like Die Hard, so I'm like, I might watch them and rank them in December. Why not? That sounds fun. But thanks for the super chat and the question, Jarrett. I lost my space. I'm gonna go find where I was. I think I was somewhere around here. Let's see. Yeah. Apparently Jason is a zombie, so I think that he could still get destroyed by Superman.
Still,
Still,
You can
yeah,
kill zombies. That's the whole point of one of the game modes of Call of Duty is kill zombies.
yeah, definitely, yeah. Let's see. By the way, if I don't get to your questions, I'm just kind of going through. There's a lot, so there's no way I can get to every question. I see some comments about that, but if you want to guarantee that I get to it, definitely hit the super chat because I get notified of exactly where it is at the top. Tom Brady's the GOAT. I hate him, but only because he's so good and you can't beat him. Go Browns, dude. I was rooting for Cleveland to win it all this year, man.
Yes,
I was.
Me too. They blew that game against
It makes me sick, honestly. And I'm not even like a Browns fan, but it makes me sick.
Like, I don't ever like when anyone gets hurt. I don't. But when Mahomes went down, I was like, this is it, Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is it. And then Chad Henne, anything is possible, came in and.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, we're hurting, but I know Jaren is like dying. So we'll get off of the topic.
Hey, they got up there they had a fantastic season. I mean, first winning record in how many years? They went to the playoffs, beat the Steelers in the playoffs, got a playoff win.
Steelers,
like,
I mean.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big deal. And I think they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. They'll be back. Have you seen Warhorse from Steven Spielberg? It's not good at all, in my opinion. I get this question a lot from Mitchell. It's very much like a snooze fest of a movie, if you will. Ryan O'Toole, thanks for joining, man. Glad to see you. He says Tom Brady's the best, no question. Yeah, and if he wins this year, there really won't. Like, you could argue now, even though he's the best. Like, if he wins, like you were saying, first season at Tampa Bay, it's going to be hard to ever top him, I think.
It's undeniable at that point.
Yeah, it is. Because it's his first season
at
a historically franchise, you know?
Yeah, and you can't make any excuses.
Yeah.
People always make
excuses. How many rings would he have? 7?
That'd be 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Yeah. And he's been to it's 21st NFL season, correct?
Yeah.
Or 20th. So he's been to the Super Bowl almost 50% of the time.
Yeah. And he's won 7 of them. Guys,
crazy.
What are we doing here? It's undeniable. Just hearing it makes me mad.
It's crazy. Yeah. Who's your favorite clone trooper? Rex. I'm rewatching the Clone Wars right now, and I just watched the what's it called? Pong Krell, Jedi Master Pong Krell. Is it the Umbara arc? I believe I said that right. Let me look that up because I will lose sleep over it. I'll wake up in the night to make sure that I said that correctly. Yeah, Darkness on Umbara. There's 4 episodes in season 4. Rex is my favorite, but Cody's a close second. Have you seen Hot Rod?
Yes, I didn't really like it that much.
Oh,
hot take.
Okay.
I didn't really like it that much, and I love Andy Samberg and like Lonely Island and all of them, but that one didn't really work for me. I don't know why. It just didn't really work.
That's fair. I love it. It's like I just grew up watching with my friends, but I get it. We get this question every chat. Might as well just go ahead and answer it. Best Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? Now, if you're just asking Peter Parker, which is what I see in the question, I'm saying Tom Holland.
This is a lose situation with Spider-Man Twitter.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just a lose situation because if you say Tom Holland, like, that's the only wrong answer.
Yeah. And I said it, so.
but I'm going to say it's Tom Holland.
It's Tom Holland. I agree.
I'm sorry. If you're talking about as Peter Parker, Tom Holland. The other two are great.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom Holland, I'm sorry.
He's Peter Parker, and I love it.
He is. That's what I said. He is Peter Parker. And everyone's like, oh, he's not based off the... I'm like, guys, comics do different adaptations of different characters all the time. Just because he's not like the one arc that you like doesn't mean he...
Exactly. And it'll lead to arguments, but I think they're all really great, like you said. They all have different things about them that make them stand out.
Yeah. All 3 of them have great things, but like if I had to pick one, I think Tom Holland. Like, guys, we can have different opinions and not kill each other.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Stranger Boy says Nick Cage is going to be crazy in Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, that looks wild.
Going to be crazy in the Ghosts of the Prison.
Yeah.
Prisoners of the Ghost.
You watching that at Sundance?
I'm seeing it at Sundance, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, that should be fun.
The premiere of that one. As
Awesome,
opposed to
man.
Judas
Awesome.
and Black Messiah, which is the second showing. But hey, so I get to see it 2 weeks early, so I'm lit.
Yes. Mitchell says, "Do you have Casablanca?"
Wait,
You got it?
boop.
Right there. Cool. Yeah. On Blu-ray?
No, DVD.
Okay.
It's part of the iconic line with these cool slipcovers. I got it for $5.
I like that slip. Yeah, very cool. I have that on Blu-ray, and I enjoy the movie quite a bit. Do you?
Yeah, that was one that I enjoyed. I've come with the very hot take, even though I know you don't think it's a hot take, that Citizen Kane is very overrated.
Yeah.
Those were the two big movies I watched, like old movies I watched last year, besides Seven Samurai. Those are the two big American movies I watched from like way back in the day last year. And Casablanca, I gave 4.5 out of 5 stars. I gave Citizen Kane. I don't even want to know what I gave Citizen Kane. It wasn't good.
I'll never watch Citizen Kane again or Mank again. And no disrespect to anyone who likes those movies. They're just not my cup of tea at all, and extremely boring.
I actually enjoyed Mank a little bit.
Okay.
I think I give it 4 out of 5 stars.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I love movies about making movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like, I liked that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It was all right. Jared says, "Can I have y'all's autograph?"
You don't want
No.
my autograph, man.
No. I'm just messing with you, Jared.
You don't want mine.
Let's see. Favorite emoji. I like the that's a good question. I don't know, the fire emoji. It's fun to use.
That's the only one I use. Is just the fire
It's
emoji.
fun. Yeah, it's fun to use. Jeevan, excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong, says, "Are you a fan of The Walking Dead?"
I've not seen.
Are you?
The Walking Dead.
I've seen the first 3 or 4 episodes, and it's just not for me. And I've heard that it's drastically declined in recent years. So it's just not really for me.
Yeah, I mean, I just there's so many other shows I want to watch, and then like I'm always watching movies, so it's like this year I'm like trying to watch more TV, but it's like there's so much I need to catch up on and watch, and
so
like,
much.
Then I want to watch Game of Thrones again too, so it's like the whole thing.
Yeah, this year I'm kind of focusing on just watching at my own pace. Movies for the first time. I'll do it whenever I get the urge, and I'm kind of going to focus on TV a lot because I'm going to finish my Clone Wars rewatch, watch season 7 for the first time, and then I'm going to watch Rebels for the first time.
You seen season 7?
No.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I know. Yep. I know. It's
Brother,
bad.
You are in for some times, man.
Because they all have like 9.9s on IMDb, and I know that like I know sort of what happens too. So like, but again, I don't really care because like it's Star Wars already. We all know where it's headed, but I cannot wait. Can't wait. And it's nice refresher because I haven't seen Clone Wars in so long. It's like I'm watching these for the first time almost. Cause I watched them when they came on TV back on Cartoon Network.
Sheesh.
And Rebels, I've only seen like the first 10 episodes of, and that was like back in 2014.
I'm a few seasons into Rebels, but I've stopped because I've just life. But I am a,
Ewan says, "Chris, I think we need some more of those impressions. If you're unaware, you can follow me on TikTok at chris.buoy. I'm trying to grow the TikTok. But I did impressions in 2017. There was a thing called Mr. Brookwood where I went to high school. It was like a takeoff on Miss Brookwood, like the pageant. So it was like a talent thing. You got like an opening dance number. It was like a funny thing to raise money for the dance department. You know, my friends did it. And my like talent or whatever was that I did like a movie impressions thing. I actually posted the 2 clips on TikTok from 2017. I did like Braveheart, Forrest Gump, Rocky, Godfather, who else? McConaughey. So there's some decent impressions. I don't know. Like I'm so self-conscious about impressions that I don't know if I'll have to work on him again, but I might bring him back.
I don't know. You got some good ones though, bro.
Yeah. Thank you. Zico Trinity says, "Hey guys, sorry for joining late. My question is, do you like James Wan? He's one of my favorite directors, mostly since I'm a horror fan." I like James Wan. I like Aquaman, and I'm not a horror guy though. I haven't watched this. Oh wait a second. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Saw is amazing. So yes, I do
Oh,
like James Wan.
okay. Yeah, I was
He did
wondering because
Saw, yeah.
Conjuring, who he did,
He
he was
did.
part of the
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I will say, okay, I've watched the three Annabelle movies. I don't like any of them. I don't think they're good, but I have seen the first Conjuring, and I actually thought it was really good. And I hate horror, so
Yeah.
like, you say that a horror movie is really good is saying something. And I do really like Aquaman as well.
Yeah. So I haven't seen the Conjuring movies or any of those, and I think he
didn't direct the first Conjuring. He
didn't.
directed the second one. He produced the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I haven't seen the Conjuring, but Saw is like growing on me more and more. It's like a movie that I enjoy watching that first one, because that's actually one of the craziest plot twists ever. That is the craziest plot twist ever. I won't spoil it, but to answer Certain's question from earlier, I believe it was Certain. That one's wild. So yeah, I like James Wan. Favorite Chris in Hollywood, and why is it Chris Evans? That's from Sharon. Well, it is Chris Evans, truthfully. And I think that it's Chris Evans because he's Captain America. He's great in Knives Out, defending Jacob. This movie called The Losers, he's good in. He never really gives a bad performance. He was also the Human Torch. So he's done the most to me. And I just like him outside of like his movies the most, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Y'all are getting in the chat saying that he directed the first one, and maybe he did, but it's not on Letterboxd. So, oh, I'm looking at Ryder. I'm an idiot. He did direct the first one.
Okay, cool.
Those days. Sorry, I got the chat right here.
The chat, yeah.
Back to Chris's, yes, Chris Evans, but I think the other ones are good as well.
Yeah, I like them all for different reasons. Jaron says tips on being TikTok famous. From what I've gathered on TikTok, you got to post like 4 times a day, I think it is, and like certain times are popping off more than others, like 12 and 1 Eastern, and then like 6 and 8 usually, and just like use the right hashtags and do the trends and stuff if you want to like really blow up. I think I have 2,000 TikTok followers, but if you want to like blow up, I think you have to do all like the trends and stuff. But yeah,
bro, I hate TikTokers.
That's fair.
Like, there's this one guy that pops up in my recommended on Instagram. No idea why, but he's this like one guy, and he's like a total bro. If you know like the type of guy I'm talking about, He's a total bro. And his TikToks are actually kind of creative. Like what he does, like he does like music ones, and he's like best 5 from this songs from this decade versus this decade. But then he does these dances in the background that are so I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't like it. And it's always in my recommended. I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Why? But it's just a bunch of people like dancing and stuff. I'm like,
yeah.
Who wants
I will say there's actually a movie side to it that I found, and I've kind of
I have started to follow that. I have started to follow the movie side. I'm never on TikTok. The only time I'm on TikTok is my sister sends me TikToks. And even I'm not on. I usually have to sit with her and watch them on her phone.
Fair. It took me a while to come around on it. Like I actually spend quite a lot of time just aimlessly scrolling on there, because like I find my For You page is like, it's like good comedy. It's like the equivalent of Vine, if that makes sense. Like I follow things like that. So
yeah, but a lot of the good Viners are now doing YouTube longer skits.
Yes,
which is better. Like the ones that are on TikTok now, I just don't think are really good.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking through here. Let's see. Favorite breakfast food, I'm assuming, is the question. I will say I love some good French toast, some pancakes, some scrambled eggs and bacon. I don't know. I like it all. Sausage, everything. Just give me it all. You have a favorite breakfast food?
Breakfast is my least favorite meal of the day. That might be a hot take, but
I don't enjoy it really. You know, I like the food though a lot.
But like breakfast burritos are my thing. Like that's my thing. I love breakfast burritos, especially in Arizona, the Southwest. You get great breakfast burritos. Like it's awesome.
I want a breakfast burrito now with like fully loaded, a little spice to it, maybe some guac in there, and a breakfast burrito. Why not?
A guac, but yeah, get that spice.
Yes. Jaron says my favorite lead is Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
that's another great one. Yep. Another great one. Jaron says they did not blow the game. We would have won if they called targeting where they should have.
Yes, but you cannot just like put the entire result of a game on one play. You can't. I've tried to do that before, and it's you can't. There was an entire game played before that. Now, yes, it was a brutal game-changing no call. It was. But you can't blame the entire game on one call, because they had plenty of opportunities after that. When Mahomes went down, they had an entire drive where I think they just kicked a field goal or something, or they went 3 and out. They punted, I think. Like, you had an entire drive to score. Like,
also like the touchback dilemma. Like,
I hate that. That's the worst rule in the NFL.
Could have been a touchdown, could have changed the entire tide of the game. So there's a lot of things that just led up to the loss, but it's unfortunate.
The plays are really bad, but you cannot blame the entire result on one game or one call. The only time I think you can do that is Rams versus Saints NFC Championship, when it was a clear pass interference.
Yeah.
And that lost them the game. Like, that sole play lost them the game.
Correct.
They were playing great up to that point. Like, they were playing really good. It was neck and neck. That's the one time I think you might be able to blame a result on one play.
Yeah. And then in overtime, Drew Brees threw the terrible interception. So, but still, like, the game would have ended. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, the game would have been over. Yeah.
Touchdown there, the game would have been over. So,
exactly. It's interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Number one Super fan says, gotta go. Had fun as always. You guys are the goats. I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to probably wrap this up sort of soon. Probably take a few more questions. We're at the hour and a half mark. What's your favorite Best Picture winner of all time? All-nighter?
All-nighter! You probably got class tomorrow. I got nothing to do.
I do have a class tomorrow, yeah. 3, actually.
After party after on my channel. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do
that. Favorite Best Picture winner of all time? I love Forrest Gump. I love Gladiator, Braveheart, Rocky. There's a lot like that I enjoy. Recently, not as many, but still lots of good ones.
Yeah. It's tough because I haven't seen a lot of Best Picture winners. I'd actually have to look at a list. I don't even know off the top. You say something else or ask another question, and I'll come back to you.
Okay, cool. Certain, have I cemented myself as the king of hot takes? Do I still have a ways to go? You're up there, my friend. You're up there. I think AJ has a lot of steaming hot takes as well. So
I think a lot of people, most people in their own mind have a lot of hot takes, but I think I see you on Twitter a lot just to piss people off. I think just like hot take.
Yeah.
Probably.
Let's see.
I'd say it's probably Godfather Part 2, The Hurt Locker, or Birdman. I saw Birdman for the first time last week. Ooh, damn,
it's a good one. And Michael Keaton is one of the better lead actor performances too. Probably should have won. I think he should have won the Oscar. Probably. I think that Eddie Redmayne won for The Theory of Everything, which I haven't seen, but
I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard and seen, it's kind of like a Joker scenario where it's so good that it's just kind of you kind of have to give it to him.
Yeah,
fair. I would have preferred that Adam Driver won last year, but it was Joaquin had to win, kind of, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's like that a lot, honestly. Like the Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour movie's a snooze fest of a movie. Not a fan of it at all. But he became the character, and that opens the whole gate to historical figures. I'm kind of against. If you become the character, you have an edge up on people who are portraying totally fictional characters, and they don't have anything to work with. I was very upset when Rami Malek won, and Taron Egerton didn't even get nominated. It's a crime, in my
Looking
opinion.
back now, it looks really bad.
It does, yeah.
Granted, last year's race for Best Actor was stacked.
Yeah, because Leo in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood kills it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Adam Driver, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Punching the wall. That is the Oscar win right there. Just punching that wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the year before was a little weak, but looking back, like if Edgerton had been in like the year before, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
I think. Even with Cooper in there.
It's very interesting. There's a lot of Oscar. I could make a whole podcast on the Oscars talking about all the different things I wish would have happened.
Well,
the 2010 ceremony in general.
I need to bring back my series that I did last year called For Your Consideration soon, because nominations are starting to come out. With SAGs, Critics' Choice, Golden Globes come out in a few weeks. Ooh, I need to do that. I need to come back. And I'm voting on awards this year for an association.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's going to be fun.
I'm going to watch so many movies.
Yeah, lots of movies.
Movies I have to watch before I can. Ours are a little bit later. Our nominations come out like March, I think. So I've got a little bit of time.
Very cool. Very cool.
So that sucks.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we're coming down to the bottom of it. Tips for TikTok, post a lot. Yeah, that's agreed. Same with YouTube, post a lot. Eddie says
because she's the best. I'm sorry, I'm gonna gas her up. Her stuff's dope.
They are very I like all the lightsabers. I play with them when I'm at her house. I just pick all of them up and turn them on, and
dope. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You are good, my friend. Eddie says, if you have seen 12 Angry Men, who would you recast? You don't have to pick 12 actors, but just a few you would like to see in the movie. John Hamm comes to mind for me. Have you seen 12 Angry Men?
Not, but I could throw some people in that I think would be electric on screen together. I mean,
okay. I think Adam Driver would kill it.
Adam Driver, Daniel Kaluuya, Gyllenhaal,
yes,
Bale.
There's so many. I mean, the list goes on and on. Yep.
I mean,
what if they actually got all these people to be in this movie?
Oh, it'd be $1 billion movie because you got to pay all their salaries and stuff. But I mean, I think I'd like it. Like, I haven't seen 12 Angry Men. It's one I want to watch, like, really bad. But like back then, obviously, there wasn't a lot of representation as there is now.
Mm.
You could be more diverse because, like, there's great actors in of every race, religion, creed. Like, there's brilliant actors across the board.
Definitely.
So
I would love to see that though one day. Like, if maybe all these guys get a little older and they just did it not for money but to make history. I think that would be awesome.
And people are like, "Oh, don't remake the classics." Well, I mean, you can remake them just to see like how it goes. I mean, they don't have to like make them better. You know,
take a different story, make it a little different.
Make it modern day.
Yes.
Modern day twist.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Aiden says, gotta go. It's been fun. Might watch the rest tomorrow. Peace. Thank you for tuning in as always. I really do appreciate it. Stranger Boy says, favorite juice. I gotta say orange or apple. Those are the two that come to mind.
Apple is the best.
Yeah. Lots of good juices out there though. Jack, have you seen Footloose? Either of them? Have you seen either Footloose movie?
I saw the 2011. I've not seen the original.
Yeah. I like the 2011 one. I haven't seen the original either, but the 2011 one's pretty solid.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of Cam's, like, she likes to watch that one every now and then. So we watch it from time to time. And let's see. I think this is the last question. We have two more questions here, both food related. Certain says, which fast food restaurant has the best fries? That's so tough. Chick-fil-A's up there.
Canes. I don't know if you guys have Canes.
Oh, dude, we have one in the state of Georgia, and it's in Athens. And I go there when I'm like, it's amazing. Cane's fries and fingers and their toast, everything about it works. Oh, I want some Cane's now. Of course, I want Cane's now. But Zaxby's, I don't think you have that. Do you? Basically Cane's.
I think like
basically Cane's.
But I never went.
It's basically Cane's, and it's really good. I actually worked there 2 summers at a fast food restaurant back in high school. So there you have that. And the last one, favorite soup. Do you have a favorite soup?
Like soup.
You don't like soup?
Not a
I like
soup guy.
potato soup, taco soup. There's a lot of soups out there that I like. But we'll take this one last one from Mitchell. Have you guys watched Dragon's Race to the Edge? I've never even heard of that. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yeah. Haven't heard of that. But that's going to do it for all the questions for this Wednesday live stream here on the Film Stock channel. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching on the replay, definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. It would mean the world. But before we leave, Jack, you have the floor to plug anything you want to, social media, videos, all that good stuff. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just thanks, guys. I mean, I love coming and talking movies with you guys, and a lot of people in the chat that I've never met before. Like a lot of the people we answer questions I've never met before. And if you watch my videos and you're a ghost, like fine. Hey, thank you for checking it out. And Cam, you're dope. Because I saw that she commented again. You're dope.
Oh yeah, she says, I like you, Jack.
You're dope. I mean, okay, I put out a channel trailer today. The big announcement in it was I'm remerging Fanatic Film Reviews back into my main channel. I mean, the reason is just because like the way I had done my content calendar was like on the days when I had a review, I wasn't going to post on the main channel. And there were some points where I had like review, and nothing on the main channel. So I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's merge them back together. And basically, I guess the things that are coming up are Sundance is really the biggest thing. Like I said earlier, I'm seeing 12 films. I'm doing solo reviews for at least 3 of them. And then I'm going to do whichever ones I don't review solo. I'm going to do like one big Sundance like review at the end.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do a ranking of all the Sundance movies I see. So I would say Sundance is the biggest thing to look out for coming up. Go follow me on Twitter. Because like those reviews will come out like, you know, as the days go on, but like you're going to get my immediate reaction after I see each one on Twitter. So go check out my Twitter. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find guests for a professional conversation with, it's just lining people up and stuff. I'm going up to Phoenix in a few weeks, and I'm actually planning some in-person episodes, hopefully.
Wow, okay, cool.
With some people from school that I know, so they're not necessarily movie, they're more journalism and sports-based, and then maybe a few movie surprises along the way as well. But yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, just thank you guys. If you have, like I said earlier, if you have subscribed to this channel in the year 2021, thank you. I mean, ever since I posted my Blu-ray collection video, which like I said earlier is usually the video that pops off every year, I've gained a good amount of subscribers. So like I really appreciate that. My goal for this year, which is a kind of lofty, but I'm just going to try it anyway, is to hit 750 subscribers. It's a very lofty goal. But I mean, you know, we'll see. And yeah, more collabs with Chris.
Yes.
And everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, because I did a little bit. Last year was the first year I did collabs ever. I did a few with Josh O'Hay from Everything Movies, just because we went to school together. But
Speaking of that,
yeah,
Ewan.
I saw it. I saw Ewan.
That's actually when I also started following you as well. That was back in like 2017, though. It was a while ago. So very cool.
Yeah. He's one of the surprise maybes for a professional conversation with in Phoenix.
Nice.
I texted him today about that. But yeah, so I mean, you know, last year was the first year I really did collabs, and I grew a nice connection base, you know, with Chris and Trevor and others. And I just hope to do more of that this year. So I know I'm rambling. But I just want to say thank you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming on, man. It was a lot of fun.
Channel, which I doubt that's the case, but if you are, sub to Chris. He's dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for having me on, Chris.
Yeah, anytime, man. We'll have to plan some more soon. Maybe one with Trevor as well, where we can all get on here.
Any live stream you have right now, like, just let me know.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll do that, man.
Trying to find a job, and I don't have one yet.
Yeah.
So until then, I am free for anything.
Yeah, the hunt continues. All of Jack's stuff is linked down below. Definitely check him out. Great guy, awesome content. Go show him some support if you have not. As for the Film Stock channel here, I do have a live watch party of WandaVision Friday early in the morning. I love doing those. Cam will be joining me, and I'll have my review of that out. My thoughts video will be later that day, and I'll be watching The Little Things as well. So stay tuned for all that. All of my social medias are linked down below, so feel free to check everything out there. Thanks again for joining, Jack.
That episode's going to be bonkers, is what I've heard.
It is. Oh, that's what I've heard too. I cannot wait, my friend. I'm hype. WandaVision, the future is bright for it. That's all I'll say.
That show is crazy.
Crazy, yeah. But that's going to do it for this live stream. Thank you all for watching, and until next time.